So if you haven't heard by now, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 has been confirmed. Now, it is in Variety. It's been covered by Screen Rant, multiple other media platforms, including Rhys-Frake Waterfield himself, who gave a short interview with producer Scott Chambers right before the movie Blood and Honey 2 had started. And if you went and saw the movie Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll leave my link to that review up here somewhere. And they were talking about new characters that we're going to get who are also going to spill over into their Poohniverse. And that's a whole new topic in itself. But I'm going to stick with Winnie the Pooh 3 here. I have been asked so many times before Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 came out, where's Rabbit? What happened to Rabbit? Is Rabbit going to show up in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2? Well, no. Rabbit never shows up in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. I kind of covered that a long time ago. But they did say Rabbit will be in part 3. So you can look forward to that. Other characters that they're going to have in there, we're going to discuss as I read some of this article off. And that article I'm going to be reading from is Screen Rant. They also, pieces of it, they're going to be coming from Variety and a few other articles. But it says, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 has been announced, and according to sources, the threequel is confirmed by franchise director Rhys-Frake Waterfield, which we already discussed, and producer Scott Chambers of Jagged Edge Productions. Now, it says, in addition to this announcement of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3, productions will depict even more of the original A.A. Milne. I hope I pronounced that right. Is it Milne or Millen? Milne? I don't know how to pronounce stuff. I'm sorry. Characters including Rabbit, which I already discussed, as well as the Heffalumps and the Woozles.
Oh, and let's not forget Rue.
Now, I think this is interesting because these are characters I didn't expect, but now that we're getting them, you should have saw the sketches. If you've seen Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, you went to the theaters to see it, you saw the sketches that Rhys had shown of the Heffalumps, and they're not nice looking. They're just as creepy as you would expect all the other characters are. Unfortunately, he hasn't released them to be shown anywhere else, so we don't have them from his Instagram or anything else that he's shown. So as soon as I get them, I'll show them to you. But we did not get a glimpse of the Woozles, though. He did show us a glimpse of the Heffalumps, just not the Woozles. And how these guys are going to play into this, I'm not sure. But I can already tell you, after watching Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, exactly how I expect Rabbit to show up, and how Pooh's coming back and things like that, which I thought was very creative, by the way. And now, Heffalumps and Woozles. So this is going to be pretty interesting. They also mentioned that this movie is going to get an even bigger budget than the first one or the second movie. And this could be a double-edged sword the way they're talking about it. Now, on the surface, I can understand where this looks good. We're going to get more money, which means better special effects, better costumes, more high-end film. But that's not necessarily a good thing for a franchise that's building its popularity on being a low-budget film, because you expect a certain level of imperfection, and if we correct all those imperfections, it no longer gives us that low-budget feel. And there is a cult classic and following behind low-budget films. This is why I like this franchise. It's not perfection, but they're doing a great job with what they've got. And that's what this article touches on, and it literally says, on the surface, it may feel that a micro-budget film would benefit from more money, but fans of the franchise could be a little bit worried when throwing more money at it, because it risks losing this practical effects-laden, small-budget cult film feel. So I guess it's not so much having that bigger budget. I think it's going to depend on how they use that budget. Is it going to be adding more characters, or are they going to start messing with more special effects, more CGI? Because there was some issues with the CGI in the second film. There were really, really good CGI spots, that you knew weren't perfect, but they worked really well. And there's other CGI areas that were definitely flawed. And that's okay, because I love the spottiness of it. But overall, Rhys-Frake, Waterfield, Scott Chambers, and the rest of the creative crew over there have a lot planned for this franchise. So we have a lot to look forward to. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And please, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe button on your way out. And I'll see you at the concession stands.